Hi Jim, this is David. This is the second in a series of videos on using your new Samsung Galaxy Tab 3 tablet. So the first video showed you the basic features of the speakers, the charging port, volume control up and down, the on-off switch, the headphone or headset jack, how to turn it on, and how to connect to Wi-Fi. So we won't review those here. You can go back and re-review that video. This video is going to focus on using some of the applications that are already installed on your tablet. So just again, quickly, bottom of the tablet, 3 openings, speaker, charging port in the center, trapezoidal shape. Plug is trapezoidal shape. On the right side, window for remote control, which is an optional accessory. A long switch, which is your volume switch. And pushing on the bottom part decreases the volume, pushing on the upper part increases. Your on-off switch, pressing it lightly once puts the tablet to sleep. Pressing and holding it down brings up a menu where you can turn the tablet completely off. The tiny hole here is actually the microphone, and here's the jack for earphones or a headset. You would use a headset for like a Skype call. So first we're going to turn the tablet on. Press and hold the power switch. Hold it in until the image appears on the screen, and then release the switch. First it will say Samsung Galaxy Tab 3, and then the swirly logo comes on with Samsung and tone, and then comes up what's called the lock screen. And it will be a picture of a boat in some sort of I believe a tropical location. Yes, so here is your lock screen. To get past it, simply gently swipe across with your finger, and here are your applications. Okay. At the top is an application that gives the time, and a sound. Application gives the time, date, temperature. It is currently set for Redondo Beach. We can figure out how to reset it to mountain time. I did set it to mountain time once, but it restored itself to the current location. I'm sure the Wi-Fi network did that. So anyway, let's review some of the things on this screen. Again, this window here basically gives you the time, the date, current temperature for wherever you are, and you can refresh it by touching this little circular button in the bottom. Okay. If you want to quickly do a Google search right from this screen, you can simply touch this bar that says Google, and it will bring up a Google search screen, and at the very top it will say search or say OK Google. Touch your finger in there. You notice the keyboard has come up on the bottom. Type in your search. We'll type in black powder, BLACK space POWDER, and then touch the magnifying glass over here on the keyboard on the right, and it will bring up a Google search for things related to black powder, like gunpowder from Wikipedia, black powder guns and firearms, etc. So that's how you do a simple Google search from the home screen. To return to the home screen, this button here in the very bottom is really important. It's a white oval button. It sticks up from the bottom of the screen. Whenever you push that button, it will push it and release. It will bring you back to the home screen. Pushed and released, and now we're back at the home screen. I have loaded most of the favorites that you liked. BibleGateway.com. Simply touch the icon. We're going to open it in Chrome. And it will come up in Chrome, the Chrome browser, and it will come up to BibleGateway.com, which should be a familiar looking site to you. Hopefully this is the site that you are familiar with from your computer. So we'll leave that and go back to the home again by pushing this home switch here in the oval switch on the very bottom of the tablet. Push it once slightly. That brings us back to home. Living God Ministries, we're going to touch that. That brings up Living God Ministries. And hopefully this will work for you. Just a caution, some video or movie and audio or sound applications do not work on tablets. And that's because of the software, and I do not currently know a workaround. Push the home screen again. ASSRA Forum, touch the app. It brings you up to ASSRA.com. This is familiar. This was that listing, and then you can touch to open up one of these. Touch on the very left of it. And for instance, I touch there, and that's bringing, oh, okay. It says reload. Website is not available. Oh, you are offline. That's interesting. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Okay, so it says that I lost the Wi-Fi connection. And we're back. Welcome to the wonderful world of technology. Okay. Sorry about that, but I'm going to leave that on the video because that's the sort of thing that can happen with any kind of internet device. So we're going to go back to the home screen, pushing the home button. Go back to ASSRA Forum. And here we are, coming up on the Google search screen right now. Look very familiar. Touching on the left, and hopefully it'll bring up, and it brings up more articles. You're more familiar with the site than I am, so I'll just move on from there. We can talk about it further. bpcr.net. Again, it brings that up in the Google search. Black powder cartridge rifle experience, and you've got all kinds of things you can look up here. Touch the home button again. esvbible.org. Touch the esvbible.org. And that comes up. Now, this comes up to Genesis 1. I'm sure there's a very easy way to get to where you are currently reading the Bible. I don't know this site. It looks like you can play around with it. Let's touch Genesis. The little circle up by the tab up here is turning, which means it's working. And this could take a while. Didn't change anything. So anyway, you may have to play around with that site to get it to work. Okay, now I touched it right over in Genesis 2. So you can also search. If you touch search, and we type in, say, Luke, and then touch the Go button on the keyboard. The little circle up here on the tab is spinning, which means it's working. It's thinking about it. Hopefully you can see that. It's not real large, and hopefully this will bring up, yes, okay, brings us to Luke 1. So anyway, that's how one does that. You can play around with that site. Home button. So I installed an application that came with the tablet called Polaris Office. Touch it, and when it comes up with user guides to the writer. You can actually create and edit documents on your tablet, create and edit PowerPoint slides, and create and edit spreadsheets. Also loaded in the upper left-hand corner is the user guide for your tablet. And to move through it, simply gently scroll up. This table of contents. The font's a little small. This might not be the best place to look at it. I've sent you a copy by email, so you can look at it on your computer as well. The camera, touch the camera. And there are two camera lenses on this tablet. One of them is in the back, right here, and that takes a picture of whatever is on this side, the back side of the tablet. So I'm just going to take a picture. You do it by touching the little camera icon at the bottom of the screen, right there. And I just took a picture of my laptop. Or you can take a video. The slide switch here will convert it from a still camera to a video camera, and if you touch the red button, it will start a video, and you can pan around the room, and then you simply pause it, touching there, and stop it, touching here in the black box, and that stops it. Be sure to remember to move the slide back over to the camera side. Now, if you want to take a picture of yourself to send to someone, this is the infamous selfie. Up here in the upper right is a way to switch from the back camera to the front camera. The lighting is terrible, so all you see is basically the kitchen and me in the shadows. But I'm going to take a picture of it anyway. And if you wanted to take a picture of yourself with someone else, which is very popular amongst the younger folks, that's what you would do. We'll touch back up here again and convert back to the camera that would take a picture of what you are looking at. The setting you can play with, the gear opens up some settings. I have turned on the GPS tag so the coordinates of every picture will be recorded as part of the picture. I don't know what some of the other effects are. The next box over, looks like plus or minus 5, is a way to change the automatic exposure from overexposed to underexposed. I always leave it in the middle. Looks like a magic wand. Just some special effects. You can take pictures in black and white or sepia, etc. Lots of things to play with there. The next one over is a self-timer. You only have up to 10 seconds, so you're going to have to move sharply. It's a pretty short self-timer. And the last one, let's see what it is. A single shot, panorama, share shot, other things I have no idea what they're about, so we can explore them. They would be explained in the manual as well. So once again, we're going to touch the home button to move out of the camera mode. Play Store. Play Store is what you would touch if you want to look for a new app for your tablet. This is run by Google. Many apps are free. Some cost anywhere from 99 cents to $1, the way you would look for something. Let's say you wanted to find something on land surveying. Touch the little magnifying glass up in the upper right hand corner. It opens up your keyboard. Touch it in land surveying. It gives you a list of apps. Touch probably the top one, Land Surveying Apps. And here is the Land Surveyor application. It is free. I have no idea what it does. It's a GPS surveyor. To install an app, and we're going to install this first one just for grins. It is Land Surveyor from Masters ITC Software. You simply touch it. And then it tells you a little bit about it. Not many people have commented on it, and to put it on your tablet, simply touch where it says install. It will ask you some questions. Of course, you have to accept them if you want to install the application. It will start to download the application, and then it will start to install it. And then you would click on the word open up here, and it will actually open up the application. And I have no idea how this works, so I guess you would start, and then you would go someplace else and click finish, and GPS would tell you how far you've gone. It said I went 6 meters. Well, That's not very accurate. I think if you're outdoors and you are going between 2 points that are quite a distance apart, it may tell you a bit more information. Anyway, that was just an example. You may find that to be completely useless. But that's what the App Store is. It's like Amazon for tablets. We'll push the home button again. Gallery is where all the photos that have been taken by the camera on the tablet or that I have stored on the tablet from emails. So touch Gallery and you'll see it comes up with right now it has 5 folders. Camera, which are pictures I've taken with the camera. Download, these are things that have been downloaded from emails. And then some things that came with the tablet. I've talked with Samsung. These images that came with the tablet can apparently not be deleted. And in fact, deleting these images is not all that easy. We can go through that in another session. Don't worry about it. I doubt that you're going to be filling up your tablet with pictures. But I did, under Download, put some pictures in here that I think you might enjoy. Here is Sherry at her craft show. To move to the next picture, simply swipe from right to left. Here's Sherry and me on her front balcony. Here's our granddaughter and her boyfriend on a tandem bicycle in Venice, or actually Hermosa Beach. Here's our grandson of Sherry, and the pie that our grandson Henry baked for Sherry. Here's my business card. Picture of me getting ready to go into the attic. Sherry and me at a little town called Idlewild. Sherry in her new kitchen. A photo of us in the local newspaper taken at the Nizwa Fort in Oman, Nizwa, Oman. Sherry and the lady we were traveling with our driver in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. And of course the picture that we framed for you, the infamous group from JRF developers. Amazingly, most people the same height as Sherry. Don't know how that happened. Okay, so anyway, that's what's in Gallery. Maps is Google Maps. Touch on it. Welcome to Google Maps. We'll accept and continue the terms and conditions. If you put in, so it's looking for location. As you can see, it's bringing up a local map of my area. If you want to save this map on your tablet, touch in the little search bar and type in the words, 2 words. The first word is OK. Second word is maps, M-A-P-S. And then touch the search magnifying glass. And it says the on-screen map area has been cached, which means it's been stored. So if you were disconnected from Wi-Fi and you brought up the Maps application, it would bring up this map, and you can spread your fingers and zoom in, or you can push your fingers together on the screen. It'll take some practice and zoom out. Obviously you would not want to put in California or Colorado. That would be too big a map. It would fill up your tablet. So pushing the home button again, I have the weather channel. Last item I'm going to go over with you is email. Down here in the lower left hand corner of the screen is email. This is the email application that comes with the tablet. It is loaded. It is set up to load your Gmail mails, and I believe it has all of your folders as well. It is current. The advantage of this application is if someone sends you an attachment from this email application, you can actually save it on your tablet. It still stays in the email, so you can also save it to your computer. And again, I'm going to send you links to these YouTube videos that I have saved. So we can go through this, but basically to open an email, you just touch it over here on the right side. And this says that I have sent you a video, shared a video with you on YouTube. We'll touch this to show images. And I am going to have 3 videos for you in using your tablet First one is to charge it and start it up and connect it. This is the user one, and I haven't thought of the third one yet. We'll probably come up with that after you and I talk. Okay, so to go back to your inbox, at the very upper left-hand corner, there is a little envelope and a left caret. Touch the envelope, that brings you back to your inbox. You can also look at your outbox, which should generally be empty. Your sent folder, these are emails that you have sent. It's going to be loading that for a long time. So we'll go back and touch on inbox. Covered a lot of ground in a short period of time. Contacts are just that. These are people that you have in your contact list on Gmail. You don't have a whole lot. That's okay. Calendar is a Google Calendar you can use or not use as you wish. If you want to go directly to the Chrome browser, instead of just doing a search up here, you can just touch on Chrome. That will bring you to the Chrome browser, and you can see all of the things that we have looked at on Chrome are in there, like the ESV Bible, bpcr.net, etc. And the last item we're going to cover today is this little icon called Apps. You touch it. These show the applications that are available on your tablet. Not all of them have been put on a screen. If you want to add one of these applications, like you want an alarm clock on your screen, that you can use readily, you would touch and hold the app and then slide it around until it shows up on a blank space on a screen, and now you have an alarm. Notice that your home screen is pretty much full. We have the time, date, temperature, Google, and these icons here. To get to the next page, just scroll your finger gently from right to left across the screen. There's a few more apps. I have a Gmail app that I don't think is as good as the tablet's mail. An HP 67 emulator that actually looks like an HP 67 calculator. I thought you might get a kick out of that. There's the home button again. The Colorado Springs Gazette, a simple calculator, and that's pretty much it. Anyway, all of the apps here in this apps listing are things that you can play around with, ask me questions about. You probably can do it by Skype so that you can show me what is going on your screen. So anyway, that's my set of initial user instructions for you, Jim. Once again, this home button gets you back. Here's your home page. I'm going to go ahead and shut the tablet off for the night. So go to the power switch on the side, that is the upper switch here. Press and hold it in. This screen will come up. Touch power off. It's asking you to confirm. Press OK. Power off. The tablet will shut down. And then you get the swirly logo again, and your tablet is off. I think you're going to enjoy this a lot. It's a very nice tablet. Okay, Jim, that's a long video, and we'll continue and help you out. Bye. This is David.